Man, who cares a
Shirt.
shit about serial murder? February 24th, 12:14 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 9.
Alright, so I explained this to him off camera, but I'll explain it here. Maybe I'll put this in at the other episode, like the end of the other episode.
Maybe.
As a disclaimer. But so the reason I gave no emotion to Emma there is because I cannot convey the emotion of PTSD trauma, and I do not want to try and fail miserably. And also my brain was processing the idea that sweet science H2O pin Bab definitely had an encounter with a serial killer and almost died.
Alright, so you want to go forward and actually read the goddamn file now?
Yes, yes, I definitely want to read the file.
We had a whole discussion.
No, it didn't even cross my mind that I could read it while we were in there.
Yes, Phoenix was reading it more than you.
I know, but I just...
Alright, court record, go ahead.
My brain didn't... I don't know. It didn't register that I could do that. Alright, gimme. Only 4 pages? There's like 40 there. Ugh. Gam, you're mean. Just saying. Perpetrator Joe Dark, criminal serial murder, sentence death. Awesome.
Criminal serial murder.
No, crime.
You said murder. Criminal serial murder.
Oh! Crime, serial murder, sentence death. Sorry, that wasn't important. Alright, Edward Jones, Edith Kirby, Jeb Bates. Some of these names have to be puns on stuff. Jason Knight, Rachel Moss, Neil Marshall. Oh, I told you that motherforker had a stake in this. I told you that motherforker did. If there was a cursor on screen right now, I would be circling Neil Marshall's name like so ridiculously fast.
Alright, well, I'm not editing this one.
Rude. Alright, head prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth. Witnesses, Lana Skye, Emma Skye. Makes sense. Investigation task force, executive investigate. Is it just me, or does the circle, like the bullets, do they look like they're like copyright symbols?
They kind of do.
It keeps throwing me off. Excuse me. Executive investigators, Damon Gant and Lana Skye. Head investigator, Bruce Goodman. Investigators, Jake Marshall and Angel Starr. Okay. So it told me nothing that I wanted to know.
Yeah, you want to know the dirty details.
I wanted to know, like, how Emma was involved, what his trend was, because serial murderers always have a trend. I was like, all right, so what are they? Wait, actually, hold on. Let me look at these dudes. So one, okay, just from the looks of the names, it looks like 4 dudes, 2 girls. Unless Jeb is a girl, he definitely favored dude bros. Okay. Which is interesting. Usually they have one specific type and they stick to it. But maybe they're all connected in another way. Like, maybe they're all relatives of... it would make sense then why Emma was almost targeted, as they were all, like, related to or had involvement with someone in, like, the prosecutor, police, something along those lines. Detective, yada yada.
Alright, you good?
Yeah, I was just making sure another last name wasn't on here. Okay. Itch my tit. Alright, now we're ready. Did you already read this line? Sorry, I don't remember.
Well, now we're ready for the trial of Miss Lana Skye.
Of course Emma didn't come back. She's... Dude!
Emma didn't come back.
Dude, she's traumatized. Fake laugh hiding real pain.
Look at something that you'd look up.
What is it? What are you looking up? I can't look. I don't want to look, because it might spoil
what
things.
What qualifies as serial murder?
Oh. Also called serial killing, the unlawful homicide of at least 2 people carried about the same person in separate events occurring at different times. Although this definition is widely accepted, the crime is not formally recognized in any legal code, including that of the U.S.
I was curious. Allow me to call the next witness to the stand.
Can you screenshot that?
Yeah. I have to look back up.
The officer in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime. Someone who has a so serious relation to this case and is definitely not faking drinking. I don't care what you say. He's totally drinking.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
I'll grab it.
Sorry, Croft, but thank you. Alright, fine.
I never show...
Screw the source.
I never show the source because it's just like...
Occupation.
You figure it... Like, if you Google it yourself, you'll see that it's from the Webster Dictionary. Like...
He's just like... Because you can swallow without actually, like, drinking something. Me, partner? Oh, I'm just a...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. She actually had to watch me swallow just like without drinking something.
Well, because like with girls, you wouldn't notice. So I wanted
because guys have our hands up.
I wanted to confirm that it did indeed do what it does on there, and it does.
Me, partner?
Cuddle.
I'm being squished. Me, partner? Oh, I'm just a man, same as you, wandering the trails of civilization.
I'm gonna cuddle this time because there's gonna be sad stuff.
Occasionally helping the elderly cross intersections.
Okay.
Occasionally helping the elderly cross intersections when needed. Yes, we get it.
He says no. He wants up to cuddle. Hold on. Dog break.
No. How many dog breaks are in this series?
I don't know, but I'll do a tally on the final episode. Just kidding. No, I won't. I'd rather die.
You would not rewatch, dude. It's not even dog breaks. It's dog distractions.
I know, but this is important because he's got help me when we get into sad things.
Oh, I know. You're a patrolman.
The cat is glaring at me.
As for my name, if you listen hard enough, you can hear the howling wind call it out.
Yeah.
Jake Marshall. To be exact, it's Jake Marshall, Your Honor. He heard it. Howling wind. Never heard Edward described that way before.
Can you imagine Edward is just like, he's just like, to be exact, Your Honor, it's Jake Marshall.
Howling wind, he's only like that when we're together.
Auga!
Chalk that one up on the tally. Now, Mr. Marshall, let me ask you something. We were in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day the crime took place. Oh, you were in charge. Is this correct? I'll go into the papers, partner. What do you mean? A desperado soul is as boundless as desert sands. No paper can sum it up.
Yeah, you were busy committing a murder.
Maybe it's best we get on with this quickly. Please, share with us your testimony of the day of the crime. In plain old English. No Southern!
He's like, this is plain old English, partner.
He's like, plain old English, got it. My job was to keep a wary eye on that bone orchard.
Yeah, he just doesn't do the accent.
He just doesn't do it.
Difference.
My job was to keep a wary eye on that bone orchard. Orchard. You really stopping to watch the cat?
I thought we would stop so that we could cut it out. The sound of her scratching her post, but okay.
Nope. They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style.
He's like, I've made 40 rounds a day. Gotta be sure.
Besides, that room's protected by 2 security systems anyway. If I remember right, I was at a street side saloon at the time it went down. I'm just an innocent traveling man, so you out of ammo? It's time I hit the trail.
I hate you.
I love him.
I hate him so much.
I can't say I particularly care for your attitude.
The judge agrees with me.
I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining.
Alright. Sassy McSass pants.
Wait a minute. What do you mean by 2 security systems? Cat gave me kisses. I mean the security cameras and the ID card reader. I reckon even a cowpoke like you knows about those. Yes, well, what about the fingerprint-activated locks on the evidence lockers? Fingerprint-activated locks? What kind of newfangled doohickeys are those?
What was that noise? Was it part of the game?
That was the Wii.
Oh.
Has it been on this whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah, that means you turned the Wii remote back on.
How? What?
Are you on it?
I'm not. Is she on it?
I don't know. We don't know what the Wii remote is, but apparently the Wii is on. Well,
Alright, no one accidentally hit the home button.
No one touched the home button because we're recording that later, and we don't want you to know what we're playing. Fingerprint activated locks? What kind of newfangled doohickeys are those? It's Skyward Sword. Definitely Skyward Sword. Because that's what's coming out when this is coming out.
No, it's not.
I mean, yeah, it'll be over when this is done. He's not being very helpful. He's not that good with machines, or with following orders. Everyone's got their weaknesses. Now don't they, Mr. Prosecutor? Yours is that man in blue over there. This one seems like trouble. Okay, Miss Wright, he's all yours.
What was that? Cutie.
The dog was licking his lips.
He was like, yes, press him. Press him like a chicken.
Who presses chicken?
Well, you pound chicken.
That's different.
No.
How exactly did you keep an eye on the evidence room?
It's kind of the same.
It's a little bit different.
It's a little different, but...
If I hit you with a hammer, I'm not pressing you with a hammer.
No, but he's dumb. He's a dumb dog. He doesn't know the difference.
I just made sure nothing moved in the security camera monitor.
Oh.
That room's so still. Even time dies in there. I was just a caretaker who entered the recordings. You entered them? Videos of nothing aren't that useful. When the time would come, I'd erase the tape. If nothing unusual is recorded, tapes are to be erased every 6 hours. Don't mess with the timer, cat.
Yeah, but the world clock, what time is it in Paris?
Each time I'd erase the tape, it felt like I was erasing a part of my life.
You know, that's fair.
This guy's a flair for drag, but it isn't going to do him any good. I'm going to grab my drink real quick.
Okay. Here's the thing about what he's saying. Like, it makes total sense, and I 100% agree. When I worked at a certain place, it was dead all the time, and I felt like I was wasting my time because I wouldn't get paid much, and I wasn't doing anything because no one was there. So we were literally just standing there doing nothing for hours on end, and I was like, I could be at home doing homework, which I wouldn't be doing, but I could be watching videos and then do homework later and feel slightly more okay with myself somehow. But like, you know, it's like that thing where you're just sitting there and you're doing literally nothing and you can't do anything and you feel like you're just wasting your life away.
I have moments like that in my job too, when I have to do cleaning stuff.
I don't have any of those at...
Usually when I'm put specifically on cleaning, there's not much to do.
Yeah. I don't have any of those now at this job. Usually, the only time that I do is like right near, like closing, if I'm closing. Because then no one's there, but otherwise, it's pretty darn busy. And I like it, because I feel like I'm actually doing something and that there's a purpose to me being here.
Are you serious?
She's laying on the timer. The second he put it down to get his drink, she was like, cool, yeah, mine now.
So in actuality, you don't physically enter the evidence room. I stole it back. This cat's an idiot. They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but I am not.
Hold on. Rounds of what?
Of the evidence room.
Oh, okay, of the evidence room. That's... Well, I was like...
Ain't you heard of what I said, partner?
Sorry. Water.
I'm glad I'm here to clarify things you wouldn't understand in you.
Well, no, I just wanted to clarify that I was thinking... Because literally I was going to say, when he makes his round, does he mean the evidence room?
Yes.
That's what I was going to say.
Okay, well, I'm always here to clarify certain things. I told you.
You cut me off before my questions can finish.
I told you that ain't my style.
Pun.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
Phoenix.
It's because he doesn't have style, so he doesn't understand other people's. No desperado is no I know lets rules get in his way. No desperado I know join the police force.
Fair.
So Officer Marshall, on the day of the crime, just between you and me,
No.
I didn't set a foot in the evidence room that day. There was a rubber glove stuck in the victim's locker. Do you know anything about that? She muted the TV!
She sat on the remote and muted.
This cat, what the hell is up with you? Sorry, partner. Can't say I do. I haven't been in that crypt in weeks.
That was amazing.
how does this guy avoid being fired? Dude, I look forward to when we have a recording studio, like a specific room for this. And it's not just our goddamn living room. Yeah. Beside the room is protected by 2 security systems. Anyway, we live in a very small apartment where we, like, can't put the animals somewhere.
Yeah, even if we put the cat in the bathroom, if she meowed, you'd hear it.
Yeah.
If she jumped in a box and scratched it, you'd hear it.
If she sat on the iPad, you'd know.
Yeah. Beep.
You used to be a detective, so you've used the evidence room in the past, correct? Of course. Back in the day, my locker was a gold mine of evidence. You solved a lot of murders related to police officers, and yet you didn't know about the fingerprint locking mechanism? Sorry, partner. I ain't good with machines. I couldn't tell you how a bike works.
You pedal. I ain't buying
That's quite, incredible.
I ain't buying any of this.
The sensors
None
on
of
locker handles cannot be seen. It's well known that some detectives are unaware of their presence. Now that he mentions it, Detective Gumshoe said something like that too. At any rate, it doesn't seem that this is relevant to the crime. Can you tell us what you were doing when the crime took place? If I remember right, I was at a street side. What were you doing at a place like that?
Why weren't you at your station? How are you not fired? Why can't I smack you? Why is there no, like... Why? That was adorable.
I was eating spaghetti.
Why is, like... The bumpers not, like, choose to smack?
Press
Press
X
right
to hit.
No, press right bumper to smack Edgeworth, press left bumper to smack the witness. Oh, I would not put that there.
It's empty.
Oh, okay.
I was eating spaghetti.
That's not a cowboy dish. Cowboy is steak and potatoes.
Now an angel's steak lunches can beat that pilot's Mongolia sepia pasta. Yeah, I'm on it.
I want to know what type of pasta this is.
Spaghetti?
I assume it's spaghetti, but like maybe it's a fancy type of spaghetti.
Why won't it
Vongol sepia.
What the
I
heck?
hit A.
I know what it was.
I wanted to say it wrong.
Spaghetti a la Vongol. With Mongolia. A dish that is very popular through Italy, especially in Campania.
Spaghetti with clams, basically. I've had that. It's good. I approve.
It literally just says that the main ingredients are spaghetti and clams.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you mean to tell us? I'm in charge of
We
the
both whiffed.
I'm in charge of the iPad. You don't touch. Your Ben, your police duty is to eat some noodles.
Ow. It didn't hurt. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah, most of the time when I like flicker a smack on the head, it doesn't really hurt. It's just like play. Now desperados eat tacos, partner. That's not what I meant. I hope this has at least taught you a lesson.
I haven't been paying attention.
That's strange. This is usually what Edgeworth says. Did you not want to raise this year? I don't think he cares enough about Marshall.
Mm-mm. I think honestly he's just waiting for someone to let him fire Marshall.
Out of ammo, Officer Marshall? That's right, partner.
Fire Marshall.
Or as you call it, evidence. If you plan to pin me to this crime, then you better draw. Otherwise, you're just wasting my time.
Why do you assume we're gonna pin it on you? It's because you did it? Or at least have something to do with it?
It's because we called to stand. My steel horse is waiting to carry me back west into the sunset.
Yeah, but just because we call you to stand doesn't mean we think you did it.
Dude, I feel like whenever he's riding his motorcycle, he's just playing the Bon Jovi song like, I'm a cowboy.
No, I think he's playing the Lil Nas X song. The Old Town Road.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna take my...
No, don't sing it.
I can sing what I want, this is my channel. One
But-
thing seems clear, despite being responsible for guarding the evidence room.
You don't
The
like
witness
when I
doesn't
autocorrect
appear to have seen anything. Detectives don't take orders from anyone. Everyone knows that. You
That's
clearly don't know what the Alamo was.
Also true.
Apparently his superiors don't. Okay, I have a trump card in my sleeve, so I best keep my cool. I keep wanting to get up to check to make sure the video's recording. And I know it is, because I checked it when I went to go get my drink, but now, for some reason, I just want to get up and check it again. Before I use it, though, I better up the ante. I don't know why, but I'm super paranoid about the recording today.
My job was to keep a wary eye on that bone orchard.
Hold it!
How exactly did you keep an eye on the evidence room?
Hold it! Take that! Hold it! Take that! Hold it!
I just made sure nothing moved in the security camera monitor. That room's so still. Just playing with the cord. Idiot. Meow. Small meow.
Alright, we read this
And
already.
he immediately kissed me.
Nope. My cat. Yeah, it's very impressive to shave yourself with a knife like that. Cause like, especially with like without shaving cream. So, what contradicts what?
That's what I didn't press yet.
You did press it though.
Oh, did I?
Yes, you pressed everything.
Oh. My bad.
So this is where you use your trump card. You turn on the Wii again!
How? I'm literally not doing anything.
I'm turning the Wii off.
Okay.
Back from technical difficulties. Holly's upset because she didn't save something.
Yeah.
We were going to record something later with the Wii, and it kept turning on, so I turned it off, and so Ollie didn't save it because she forgot it doesn't autosave.
That's what I forgot. I thought it did. In my brain it did. It doesn't.
Alright, well, let's keep going with this then.
Okay. Contradictions. Okay. So I'm supposed to make routes 3 times a day.
You need to show him you still have some ammo. You gonna be okay?
Eventually, maybe.
Probably not.
I don't want to show him the that yet. Right? Because Phoenix literally said I want to amp it up before I show him that.
Listen, I don't know why you ask me these questions, because I often can't answer them. You're supposed to figure certain things out on your own. But, like, I want to answer, because, like, sometimes I'm worried I'm going to put you on the wrong track by not answering. Like, go with your gut instinct.
My instinct is either this or that. Because we talked about the glove.
Okay.
And said, no, I know nothing about that.
What's the ammo that will keep him here?
Maybe that?
Why would that keep him here?
Because he might be 77777.
Okay, but why would that keep him here for this incident?
Because it would prove that he went in on the day of the thing when he said he didn't.
But why would that have him involved with this incident?
Because whoever was in there went in this incident.
The person who went in there went in almost an hour before. What would keep him here?
That, but he said not to use it.
What would keep him here? You've already pressed everything.
That?
There's nothing else you can use to up the ante. Keep him here.
So that? But he said not to. Whatever. He said don't do it.
Officer Marshall, doesn't strike you as odd? That is, you being called in to testify like this.
I feel like Phoenix shouldn't say, I don't want to play my trump card yet on the last statement, if on the last statement you're supposed to play your trump card.
Well, he says that in between, like when you roll back around, not on the last statement. So basically what he's saying about up the ante is he wants you to press things first. Because it's like...
But I did, so why did he still say it on the last
statement? Because that's
statement?
the default... He doesn't say it on the last statement. It's the in-between for if you, like, roll past everything. You know that in-between text? For when it's, like, when you're in between the last statement and the first statement?
No, but I didn't scroll past any text. I pressed the last thing, and then he said that.
That's because it automatically goes to the next thing. So when you press the last statement, it automatically goes to the first and plays the in-between text. So you
when
would
I
like
press it?
Yes, when you press the last statement, it'll go back to the first statement. Did you not know that till now?
No, because if you press the last statement, shouldn't he say more about the last statement?
No, he'll press the last statement, and then it will go to the first statement again. It loops back around. In fact, when you press something, it'll always go to the next statement after he's done saying that statement, saying his press stuff.
Yeah, but...
And with the last statement, the next statement is the last statement. Is the first statement, I mean. So, and when you go from the last statement to the first statement, it will play the in-between text. Have you never realized this till now?
No, I realized that, but I think it's stupid that...
If you realized that, you wouldn't have been like, oh, he says the trump card thing on the last statement. That was the in-between text. That was him thinking to himself about what he should do. Because when he's thinking to himself about what he should do, that's the in-between text.
Yeah, but why doesn't the in-between text play when you go from statement to statement?
From statement to statement?
Yeah.
Because when you go from the last statement to the first statement, because it's the developers assuming you're stuck. Because you're just looping through the statements trying to figure out what to do.
Dumb.
It's like what...
No,
Wait,
here.
no. It's actually like... Censor that. It's like something from something else. And you know exactly what it is.
No, I get that. But... I don't understand why he would say it after you press it. Because because in my brain... That's part of the pressing. It's not like, oh, you looped back around.
It's done this every time. In fact, it's done this every time you press every statement and then while you had to present evidence.
Well, whatever.
And it's not my fault you haven't
Game
noticed.
developers don't ever say something like, oh, I should up the ante first before presenting evidence. Because then it just throws people off. Because then they're like, oh, I shouldn't be presenting this evidence.
If anything, this actually is upping the ante because you're upping the ante that he was there. But whatever, let's move on. We've argued about this enough. We're at 30 minutes of this episode and we made no progress. After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime. And yet you dragged me down here. Oops. Explain yourself, partner. It's quite simple. You left a very large trail behind at the scene. Or, to be exact, a handprint. This isn't real good, partner. Like I said, I'm the caretaker of that crypt. I pay my respects, that is, make my rounds, about once a month. It's only natural my fingerprints would be in there. I only wish it were, officer. Dog, why? But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood.
He's got spurs on the back of his boots.
He's a cowboy. Witness, what's the meaning of this?
Just pulls a spur out.
You
Slices our neck.
You're doing the thing you always do when we've like argued like this about something stupid, where you just shut down.
Yeah.
No. Get back in this. Come on. You're still in this. You gotta be part of this. You're half the show. I'm literally not controlling this guy saying this. Your bloodstained fingerprints were at the crime scene. No, say words.
I don't have anything to say.
The blood was wiped away, however. Insult Marshall, damn it! The luminol test clearly revealed this.
I mean, I just did. I said he takes the spur off the bottom of his shoe and slices our throat. I don't know what more you want me to say.
Well, Officer Marshall, it seems to me there ain't a person in this room with a head on his shoulders.
Do tell. Are you gonna tell us you get periods?
Everyone does.
Edgeworth also does. Convenient.
I take it you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall. About the bloodstained fingerprints. Very well, you begin your testimony about your fingerprints. Found at the scene of the crime.
Alright.
Like I
Spill
said,
your BS.
It's only natural for my fingerprints to be in that evidence room. One of them just happened to be at the same place as the bloodstained handprint. Murder touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance. Bloodstain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated.
How do you know it was on a locker?
Because we showed him.
Oh, did we actually show him?
We showed him where the handprint was.
Oh, okay. It doesn't...
I also think we said it, too. Or didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? See? Had nothing to do with it.
How'd you know he was wearing gloves?
How can you prove he wasn't? Although there's no room for doubts. Thanks for letting me talk. Life wouldn't be fun without a doubt, partner. Now you're just skipping on text. This is
sorry.
This is
I
the
read
turnabout.
it.
This is the turnabout goodbyes all over again.
I read it, so I was like, all right, get to it so I can do my thing.
Defense now crosses in with the witness. This guy's hiding something. I can feel it. Now's my chance to prove it.
I'm not actually doing that anymore.
Bloodstained fingerprints. Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints.
Shut up. We already read this. Shush. Go away. Sit down. Shush.
I do all the voices here. Hold it. That's because you. How did you put it? Pay your expense once a month.
I can
that's
spam
right.
through this if you want.
One more thing. That log happens to be mine. What? What do you mean? I mean what I said. That log I used when I was a detective. This log I still use. All that's in there now, though, is a heap of broken dreams. I see. It'd be strange if my prints weren't all over that locker. Apparently, his fingerprints there was never removed from that locker's programming. I cannot do this for much longer. He must have been using the fingerprint lock all this time without even knowing it.
I wasn't making you do it.
No, but you were doing the thing where it's like clear you just want to get on with it. You said you want to get on with it. I was like, okay, talk faster. She doesn't, so I can read what my lines. Play handprint muscle unlocker. Well, then just having to be simple as blue thing. Where'd you get your hat? So then, what about the blade handprint? It wasn't mine. It's no mystery. Please explain. My locker is covered with my fingerprints. Just so happened. Whoever touched the locker with my fingerprint was by chance.
I don't think so. I think it was intentional.
Chances of that happening are 1,000,000 to 1. On the contrary, one could argue just the opposite. Chances of that not happening are 1,000,000 to 1. Get one thing straight, partner. You ain't gonna get no reward from me with a mere fingerprint. You wanna know why? The bloodstain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated. Unrelated? They're as different as night and day. Kinda like cereal and cereal. One's gotta do with breakfast, while the other's a type of murder.
I mean, cereal can also have to do with breakfast.
Quick, hide your Fruit Loops.
And also, cereal could also have to do with murder.
You ever hear that?
Someone could die. Someone could be poisoned in their cereal.
You ever hear that joke? It's two guys are watching TV and they hear that serial murderers on the loose. One of the guy gets up and the other guy's, "Where are you going?" "I have to hide my Fruit Loops." He's right. Although seemingly alike, they're totally different. I don't see what homonyms have to do with this. Or didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? How do you know that? I may be a loner, but I still do my job. I keep up on the reports. There was a blood stain at the scene, thought to be left by the murderer. That's right. It was found in Detective Gumshoe's locker. However, no fingerprints were detected on that handprints. Oh yeah, I think we tried that too. So that would mean the murderer was wearing gloves. Happened to place their hand on top of Officer Marshall's fingerprints. That's the only logical conclusion. Are you starting to get the picture, partner? The picture? The seal of blood in the desert is just food for the buzzards. There's only one reality, and that's this. Security tape? So long as my trail isn't in there, you can't say otherwise. This isn't getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright. Please consider carefully where you're going with this cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, continue testimony, Officer Marshall. Too bad I wasn't me in that video, right, partner? Can you prove it was him?
I don't know. It doesn't let me fast forward when I just look at it, so...
Yeah, so... Well, you have a chance to watch everything carefully now. I should probably not make noise. I'll let you focus. Let me cut this part out.
Yes, I can prove that it was you. So do I present this and then they'll have me point it out? I assume?
Well, sorry. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. I did not know what you got to do there. Because I know, like, what's right and what's wrong, but I don't know how. I just know these things. Huh? Really? Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. Whoops. That didn't go so well.
But... Wait, do we have a picture of the stuff hanging out of the locker then? No.
You do have it on his locker.
What do you mean?
Well, it says that it was put on Marshall's own locker.
Okay, so I should present this? But that doesn't make sense.
I don't know.
Hold on, look up. Because now I'm confused. Because I thought I needed to present the end of that video where you can see that it goes from nothing hanging out of that locker to something hanging out of that locker. And now I'm confused. Because if that's not what I need to do, then I don't understand how I'm supposed to prove that he was in there. Because that proves that he was in there.
We're not confused. We know exactly what we're doing. We're ace attorneys. Thing is wrong. Press on it. You didn't press it because it's
I didn't press it? Okay.
You didn't press this one. What do you mean by that? You want to tie me to this crime, isn't that right, partner? If so, that video was the only direct evidence you had. But that video is next to useless. It's full of blind spots. Blind spots? Places you can't see.
you know,
The
blind.
camera's panning back and forth. The floor isn't shown. Yeah, someone could crawl away. If someone's familiar with the camera's position.
That's how he snuck out.
They could leave the room without being caught on tape.
I don't know why I didn't think of crawling.
We don't have time for your speculations, Mr. Wright. Well, Mr. Wright, if you could show us evidence in this video that indicates Officer Marshall is present, please do it so now.
Yeah, okay, now we're here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we're at the spot we need to be.
I feel like they also should have let what I wanted to do work, but okay.
Allow me to point out your mistake, Officer Marshall.
Oh my god. Here it comes.
Tread carefully, Mr. Wright, or you might wind up being the one making the mistake. Now then, let's have another look at the video. Show us the incriminating evidence of the witness. Officer Jake Marshall. No.
Alright.
I muted. If you're curious, I muted it again because I'm so sick of this song. I'm sorry you at home have to deal with this. We're not dealing with it. I am perfectly fine and content sitting with this fast forward in complete silence.
Alright. Excuse me.
Lovely. Okay. Bringing our attention back to the security camera is a mistake I'm afraid you'll soon not forget, Officer Marshall. The days are short in Texas, and so are our tempers. That sounds right. You understand what you have to say in 8 words or less. Very well. You can clearly be seen in this video.
Wait, you can clearly be seen in this video. But you also said very well. So you said 10 words.
Shut up. Exactly 8 words. Not bad, partner. The key lies in a certain locker shown in the video.
I thought it was gonna make him do 6, so that he exactly did 8 overall.
No, very well, just confirming. I'll say it in 8 words.
Ah, okay. I mean, if I was him, I would have been like,
and
that's 10 words, whore.
Yeah, but that's because you're simple, and you also had to count.
I'm sassy. The key lies in a certain locker shown in the video. Died.
Thank God you have to get that thing. The locker with the white cloth sticking out. That was the witnesses, I believe. Now then, let's rewind the video a bit.
Beep, 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 beep. No.
Can we get that playing in reverse?
Yeah, maybe.
We are solving this case.
Mm-hmm. I'll mute the music here and just input that backwards.
Yep, totally.
That'll sound great.
It's gonna sound more satanic than it already does.
Oh my god, it's gonna have a hidden message that says, "Submit to the Blue Badger. The Blue Badger is your god."
Dude, the biggest mistake was assuming the devil was red. Oh, the white cloth, it's gone. What's the meaning of this, Officer Marshall?
This is, you know what? The Blue Badger. Real reverse of Sonic.
Oh my god. Okay.
Not Shadow the Hedgehog. It's Blue Badger.
Oh my god, I'm still gonna get away with recording this. But can we get a picture of the Lil Nas X lap dance with Satan, but with the blue badger head over it?
Sure.
Oh my god.
Sure.
We might not be able to do that because of YouTube. But...
yeah. Maybe I'll just blur a whole lot of it.
Blur all of it.
I'll blur all of it except for the Blue Badger head.
That's
all you need to see.
We're just gonna put a blurry picture on the screen with the blue badger head and no one's gonna know what it means.
That's fine. People will get it.
People still won't even know when this is recorded if we censor this right. What's the meaning of this, Officer Marshall? When the crime took place, the white cloth wasn't there. You know, years later, someone's gonna, be deducing when we recorded this.
Oh, yeah, for sure. They'll be like, well, it's then.
I think we've already talked about when years later someone's gonna know exactly when we recorded this because we've talked about this. We've talked about how we on this series that we record the next Leading Blind already, and we talked about when that was recorded. We can't keep it that bit for very long. Then it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. What's more, you opened your locker when the camera was turned away. I tip my hat to you. Order! Order! It would seem that's the only... Hold your horses. Sorry, partner, but you got the wrong man.
Are you gonna say that's not your locker now?
So what, my locker was opened? That doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it.
Also true.
The murderer needed to hide something, so he opened the locker and stuck it in.
Why didn't you just say that he could have taken your fingerprint?
Because he said it earlier. No, he said earlier why he didn't say that. It's not my fault he happened to choose mine.
He doesn't understand the mechanisms, I know, but still.
And everyone's just dumbstruck. Why is everyone staring at me like I'm a wanted man?
'Cause you're stupid.
On steel horse I ride. I'm wanted. This guy isn't just playing dumb. He really doesn't know. I hate to rain on your parade, but you're the only person who can open that particular locker. Oh yeah? I call your bluff. You say I opened that locker? Now prove it. This man does not understand proper gambling. Especially for a cowboy. You don't call bluff unless you can see the tell. A fingerprint sensor?
What are you holding, dude?
Jerky.
Nice.
We talked about this earlier today. I was stuck in the Marshall voice. Lockers can only be opened by detectives they belong to. I feel like I'm so far away from the mic. What kind of crazy talk is this? Well, Detective Gumshoe did mention something about this. Flashback. The sparkly sound effect plays. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. It's the cops in a flashback. There are even some people on the force who don't know about the fingerprint locks.
It's the flashback cops.
It's the flash cops. Not that kind of flash.
He's trademarked. We couldn't get that. But we
No,
tried.
I was gonna say, I'm up wearing a trench coat, but not like that. So, Sheriff, what do you have to say in 8 words or less? I only got 1 word for you, partner. No!
That was 8 words and that was 9.
Again, you're clarifying how many words you're going to use first. Order! 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 Witness, explain yourself. If this is a joke, it's the worst I've ever heard. I assure you, this is no joke, Officer Marshall. Now then, please tell us what you were doing in the evidence room at the time of the crime. Ole, please answer the question.
Why Ole?
What does Ole mean?
Ole!
Yeah, I know Ole. I know, like, the term.
Yeah. What does Ole mean? Ole!
Ole. It gave me the suffix meaning, the prefix meaning. I mean.
A cry of approval, joy, etc.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It's a ritual cry. Into Ole meaning bravo.
Yeah.
That's bravo. Clarify. What is he now? A bullfighter?
Yep.
That's all right. That's all right, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure the rest out from here. We can?
Maybe you can,
okay.
I can't.
No, it's more like we can, you can't. Just sit back, Judge. Get some
Just-
popcorn. Oh, my favorite.
Just sit back, relax.
Quick, can someone get Angel Star in here? Have a look at these floor plans.
Have a look at these floor plans!
There's no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. I mean, he could just be under the camera.
Under the camera or, like, around that little locker area, because there's a little space.
Yeah, but... Yeah, Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall. If that's so, then where was the witness? It seems Mr. Wright has an answer. That's right. The only possible conclusion. Well then, let's hear it. Where was Officer Marshall at the time of the crime? Where could he be?
Is this what it wants me to say?
Why do you ask me questions? Just solve it.
Okay. Well, because I don't want to get it wrong.
No one wants to get it wrong, but that's part of life.
I know, but you get mad when I get it wrong.
I get mad when you get it wrong when it feels obvious. And, like, you get it wrong repeatedly, and I'm really trying to help you.
He was standing right here!
There? But that's where the victim, Detective Goodman, was.
No.
Correct. Unless the man wasn't Detective Goodman.
As we've already established.
I believe the victim in the video is Officer Marshall.
That's sure, dude.
It was you, dressed up like Detective Goodman. And we'll find out what the objection is next time. A very random place to end this, but we're like in the heat of it, and this episode's going on for a long time, and I think it's still going to be a little bit. I don't think we're near the end of this. We are not near the end. This is still a little bit left. All right, we'll see you guys next time. We'll finish this up next time.